Welcome back to the channel, and today I'd like to discuss what I would personally want if manga characters were possible for Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Now, I just want a disclaimer, I'm not saying that they're coming, we all know they're not coming for a long time, and if anyone's wondering why, I will get into why that's the case in the video. Sadly, we probably won't be seeing manga characters for years, possibly, but it's always fun to speculate, it's always fun to theorize what they would be like if they were in the game. Now, I'd like to cover the manga arcs, so if you are not caught up, watching this will spoil you. Just warning, you will get spoiled. So I'm going to cover the Moro arc, as well as the Granola arc. If you are not caught up, please leave the video. Anyways, let's go. Now, first of all, I just want to talk about why, manga characters won't be in this game for a while. If anyone doesn't know, if anyone's like, oh what, no Ultra Ego, no Moro, yeah, that's not happening. Basically, I'll try and TLDR it. I may be wrong, I may be right, correct me if I'm wrong. Basically, it's basically just, it isn't in the anime yet. That's basically it. It's not in the anime yet, and if they were to put Moro and Ultra Ego in video games before they were premiered in the anime, it would screw with toy sales and stuff like that, and yeah, it's just the marketing, bullshit, all that stuff, right? So yeah, no manga characters for quite some time. But regardless of the fact, let's have fun and let's speculate. So, shit, let's just get right into it. Let's not even waste any time. By the way, the game is looking great. I can't wait for this game. Let's start with the big one and only, Moro. Now, when it comes to Moro, let's think about how Moro would be executed in Budokai Tenkaichi terms. That means, how would these forms work? His last ones, his ultimates, let's go. Now, when it comes to Moro, let's get this out of the way now. Obviously, he's going to have 3 forms, right? And these all are going to be different characters, of course. So, Moro 1, Moro 2, and Moro 3, which we can just go with Moro first form, second form, and third form / final form, which is, the cell-looking form. Now, let's talk about what type of moves would Moro have in Sparking Zero. First of all, there are some pretty specific things to Moro that obviously have to be covered, such as his energy draining abilities. When it comes to special moves that Moro will have, obviously, a energy absorption strike will have to be present somehow, in a way that Moro can drain the enemy's ki. That would be really cool. I think that would fit him perfectly, and possibly Magic Bind to paralyze the opponent. For some ultimate attacks, there can be an energy drain sphere, where Moro creates a sphere of energy that homes in on the opponent, and if it hits, it will drain a significant portion of their health and their ki, giving it back to Moro. So again, tying into the manga in a way that's fun and not entirely too broken, but as the dev said, we can be as broken as we want. Anyways, he won't be too broken. He wouldn't be too broken, obviously. And how could I forget this? We have to have some ultimate attack in, I guess, Moro's final form, where Moro does that weird earth absorption final resort thing. That would be really fun. It would also be really cool if Moro, just as a passive, could sense the enemy's location, even if they're hiding their ki or hidden. That'd be really cool if he can never lose track of his opponent as a passive. I think that'd be really sick. Now, last but not least, I have no idea how they're going to balance this, but Final Form Moro obviously is going to have 7-3's copying abilities, the ability to copy abilities. And as we saw in the manga, Moro did get Ultra Instinct, so yeah, that should be in the game. I don't know how you're going to balance it. Have, Special Beam Cannon, have Big Bang Attack, have all that fun stuff, but we're gonna need Moro Ultra Instinct form as well. So good luck balancing that, and I don't know, it'd be sick to have Perfected Ultra Instinct Moro versus Perfected Ultra Instinct Goku in game. That would be sick. Yeah. All right, moving on. I think these moves all make up for a pretty fun and entertaining Moro that fans would be extremely interested in playing, and it will sell really, really well. Now let's move on to the next character. It took me a while to figure out who exactly would be included in this DLC pack, but honestly, I think 7-3 is a great pick. Now let's talk about it. Now, when it comes to 7-3's abilities in game, it's going to be a very fun DLC character to design. Because obviously, if you read the manga, you know that through touching somebody's neck, 7-3 can actually take their special moves for it himself. Now, this is going to be very fun. I think 7-3 will obviously have the neck grabbing game, of course, which would then allow him to take the abilities that has to be in the game, of course. I think it should stay temporarily so that you can switch it up in case 7-3's in a team fight. A very cool and flashy ultimate attack would be 7-3 using multiple abilities at once as an ultimate, like a Special Beam Cannon Kamehameha, Masenko, Big Bang Attack Fusion, and maybe that won't happen. But, you know, it'd be cool. I think 7-3's normal combos should be a mixed match of different characters. That sounds fun as well. I think as long as 7-3 has a moveset that emphasizes his unique ability to copy techniques, then he'd be super fun, very unique, and I really think 7-3 should be in the DLC pack, personally. Let me know if you guys think 7-3 is a good choice. I know it's kind of out there, but in terms of the arc itself, you know, there's actually not a bunch to choose from. So yeah, let's move on to the next pick. But yeah, we love 7-3. Now, when it comes to this final character, it may not be a surprise to many, but I thought it would just fit, and I think this character would be pretty fun and unique. Now, the last character that I have in this DLC pack is Miras. Now, the thing with Miras is, while Miras didn't showcase a ton of moves that we can take from, there's a few things that I thought of that would be pretty fun. I think it would be nice if Miras had the ability to not only use the stun gun, but also a healing light move, where Miras could actually use healing moves to keep themselves up during a battle. Obviously, Miras would have Ultra Instinct, which would make another Ultra Instinct user in the game, a total of 3, or I guess 4 counting Whis, assuming that Whis does have Ultra Instinct in his moveset. I think Miras is a highly skilled Galactic Patrolman, a very cool Angel trainee that had some pretty amazing moments during the arc, and yeah, I think it'd be a great character to end off the DLC pack. Now, in total, these are the characters that I have in the Moral DLC pack. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys would add or get rid of any of these characters. I know some of you may be wondering, oh, what about the giant Goku Ultra Instinct fusion key thing? Now, that is really cool, and I think it should be in the game, but not as a new Goku. I actually think I'm going to save the new Goku for the next arc, but I think it should be accessible through a skin. If you equip the skin from the Moral arc, it will give you the move. As we know in Sparking Zero that costumes and skins actually do give you different attacks. I feel like I just tie that to an alternate costume and call it a day. Now, let's move on to the next arc. This is exciting. Let's go. Now next we have the Granola arc, which is, you know, a pretty polarizing arc. You know, some people like it, some people really don't like it, you know, or at least parts of it. But there are some fun transformations and characters that we definitely need in the game. Now, without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, starting off, let's just get Granola out the way first. As it is his arc. Now, with Granola, we have to include the Cerulean Precision Strike, the finger attacks that Granola was using against Goku and Vegeta during the arc. It's a melee attack that targets a weak point, dealing extra damage. This would be really fun, and maybe they could add some extra skill depending on timing during Sparking Zero. That'd be really fun to use. Granola can also use this really high speed to do an instantaneous burst attack. It'd also be fun if Granola actually had a transformation that included the power that he got from the wish of being the strongest warrior. Granola should also have enhanced senses thanks to Oatmeal, and that should allow him to detect the opponent's location and movements with incredible precision, making it extremely hard to hide. Good luck using Solar Flare. Granola should also have the Eye of Precision. When activated, Granola should be able to dodge and avoid attacks, like Wild Sense in a way. That sounds great. Granola should also have a Life Force Drain attack, in which he can drain energy from his opponents and then restore his own health or ki. This moveset leverages Granola's unique abilities as a Cerulean and his wish-enhanced powers, making him a formidable and strategic fighter. In Sparking Zero, can't wait for people to rage against it. You know, you can say what you want about Granola, but his design is pretty cool, not gonna lie. Alright, moving on. Now it's time to talk about the GOAT, aka Ultra Ego Vegeta. So, Ultra Ego Vegeta is somebody that I think would be a very strong and fun DLC character. Let's go. For some special attacks, I really want to see some Hakai infused things, like maybe a Hakai Sphere, or maybe Hakai infused combos. I just want that destructive purple aura power that was displayed in the manga. I want it at full send in the game. Let's get it. I think a passive that Ultra Ego Vegeta has to have is one that allows him to get stronger the more he sustains damage. And on top of that, the lower his HP gets, the more defensive Vegeta gets as well. So that Vegeta can actually take a lot of hits and then attack back with a super strong destructive blow. You know, doing tons of HP. That sounds super fun. Basically, he'll be like a tank bruiser. Ultra Ego Vegeta should also cause tons of stage damage. That would look really crazy. and look really fun. But other than that, I think we know what to expect with Ultra Ego Vegeta. Now, let's move on to Goku. Now, when it comes to Goku, there actually isn't much to say, really. It's just that this Goku, like, I guess we call it, you know, Goku Super Mid, possibly? No, it goes back. Anyways, Goku Super Mid, which would include the true Ultra Instinct transformation, which for those who don't know, is a version of Ultra Instinct Sign that keeps more emotion intact, as opposed to how Mastered Ultra Instinct has little to no emotion at all. So yeah, and it ended up being better in the fight against Gas. In terms of moves for this transformation, there's not a ton to work with because it barely got any screen time, and yeah, but I just know it would definitely have to be included at some point because it is a new Goku transformation. Next, I want to include Super Bardock as well, like the super version of Bardock. Maybe a cool costume where Bardock has the cape from the flashback scenes in the Gas arc, but yeah, I'd also think that Bardock would have the transformation that he used against Gas, the Inner Awakening Instinct transformation thing, you know, the Aspel. But, you know, it would be pretty cool to have it in the game regardless. So, yeah, Goku and Bardock. And as a matter of fact, I'm actually going to keep this as one DLC pack. This is just going to be the Heroes pack. So let's just call this Granola Pack 1, right? And end it right here. This is the Granola Pack 1. And then for the next pack, we'll have the villains. Speaking of villains, let's just start with Big Gas himself. Now, when it comes to Gas, he definitely uses telekinetic abilities to immobilize the opponent temporarily, leaving them open for some attacks. Gas would also obviously use his energy manipulation to create various weapons during combat. Just as he did in the manga, this would make him a very interesting and unique character to play, due to him encompassing tons of different playstyles in one character. Gas would also, of course, have his transformation into full power Gas, which would then lead to a plethora of even more new moves and new combo routes. For our passive, Gas would also have enhanced durability, and it would allow him to recover from damage quickly, which would make him a really, really annoying opponent to fight. Similar to Broly's super armor, but like worse, yes? Gas should be very broken to an extent. There's an even more broken character later down the road, but we'll get there. Don't forget, Gas would also have access to cloning and the Hakai. This character is fully loaded with stuff. Overall, a very, very unique character and a crazy villain indeed. And if we're gonna have Gas, we might as well include these guys as well, the rest of the heaters. I feel like I'm forgetting somebody, but let's move on. Now, this next character, I mean, really needs no introduction. You guys know who's getting included in this DLC pack. This is also the last DLC character of this video. No introduction needed. I'm just gonna say, this is what they look like. And this is their only move. And if you get hit by it, yeah, you get one shot. It does not matter who you are. You get one shot. Yeah. And that's it. Yeah, that's it. Now, here we go. This is the DLC Pack 2 of the Granola arc. We have Gas, Maki, Alec, and Black Frieza. Pretty crazy DLC pack. Now, to close off the video, here are all 3 DLC packs that I made in this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make your own DLC packs if you want. Compare them. Talk about what you're excited to see in Sparking Zero when it comes to DLC. Maybe some GT characters, some movie characters. And yeah, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe for more. You know, I'm going to make so much Sparking Zero content. I'm so excited for this game. Let me know what other games I should talk about. And I hope you guys enjoyed this one. And with that, I'm out. Can't wait for Sparking Zero.